Hi, I'm Jen Shaw. I'm going to be your English instructor. I want to talk to you about a couple of things to know about to be in this course. So a few of the things I want to talk about. First of all, there are lots of bugs that I'm working out, and I've been working pretty much for 48 hours straight to get all of this situated. We're working with a new Moodle and some new content, and so I know there's some bugs, and I appreciate you bearing with us while we straighten that all out. My priority right now is to get the first modules up and running for you so that you have stuff to do. As you can see, your first module or unit is due on Sunday. Other things we need to discuss. You should be spending about 2 to 3 hours on this course per day. If you're taking two courses, for example, let's say you're taking English 10A and 10B, you should be doing 10A at the same time that you're doing 10B. So then you're looking at more 4 to 6 hours of work per day. So just be aware of that. Other things you need to be aware of. You need to avoid procrastinating because I'm going to permanently close the modules. And I'm doing that also for myself because I can't grade all of the assignments in the last week of the Moodle. I did it last summer. I can't do it again this summer. So I hope you understand that all these assignments that you're working really hard, I'm also working really hard to grade. So a few things you need to look at. If you're looking at your Moodle, it more or less looks like this. This is English 9. So please read these instructions up here. I'm going to be posting this video here, and there's going to be a quiz up here as well, so make sure you're taking the quiz on this video. For example, Unit 1. This unit is due completed by Sunday, June 29th. That is this Sunday. So after that point, I'm going to close the module. You won't be able to do any of those assignments anymore. So it's really important you're staying on top of things. I usually wait a day or two just to be sure, but I do reduce credit if you submit things after Sunday. So please be aware of that. And I just really want to emphasize, do not procrastinate. It's very hard to pass the course if you procrastinate. So how to look at lessons. So for example, you're going to look at Unknown for All, just as an example, and then you'll notice that there is a preview quiz underneath. So the lessons are up here and the assessments are down here. You would do the 1.01 pre-reading for an example. Then you would go down here and do the 1.01 pre-reading quiz. You'll notice that the submissions look like this. So these checklists, those are quizzes, essentially. These things with hands, that's where you actually have to hand something in. It is super important, and it says this. For example, if we were to click on this annotated notes, it says you may either copy the link to a Google Doc. You need to make sure that I am able to edit your Google Docs. So you can only submit files in two ways. One, as a Google Doc, and you would put your link, and I'll show you where to do that in just a second. Or you can upload your PDF file. Or for some of them, you can actually put the text right in it. So when you go to add submission, you could do this one of two ways. One, you could copy and paste your Google Doc link right here. Two, you could actually, for many assignments, copy and paste your text right here, which actually I would prefer because it would be much easier. Or two, you can put your PDF file here. If it's a doc file, a Word document or something like that, or if it is a Pages document, I am not going to grade those. I spent probably days of my life combined last year waiting for file attachments to download, and I just can't do it this summer. So moving on to, we talked about file submissions, only PDFs or Gmails, or you can copy and paste the text right here. That's fine with me depending on the assignment. Let's look at grades. When you're looking at your grades, you can go to, let's get out of here. Let's go back to English 9A. If you go down to grades, you're going to see that here. I am trying to coordinate the grades as best you can, but you need to be aware it's going to look like you have a really bad grade for a long time. But once you get to the bottom of all of these submissions, it's going to be fine, but Moodle does not allow us to tabulate your grade as a running total, so just your grade is going to look lower than it is. Just make sure that you are turning in your assignments on time, make sure you're getting your points, and it's all going to be fine in the end as long as you do your work and you are reading the course material and doing the work. So I understand that it doesn't look like it does in PowerSchool, and there's not a way for us as Moodle instructors to make it do that. Proctoring sessions. So let's go back to 9A again. The way I'm doing proctoring sessions, and you need to take 2 proctored tests. They said one of them needs to be done by July 11th, but I'm pretty flexible on that, so the dates are here. So if you go to where it says proctored assessment number 1, you'll see in each of your courses eventually, they may not be there yet, proctored assessment options. So it says this exam should be taken at Skyline as your final proctored assessment, then it gives you this. You can read this, but it won't let you take the test till you're at the proctored assessment, and one of the proctors, someone like myself or one of the other teachers, will need to type in a password for you to get into that. So just be aware. The other thing you need to be aware of, again, sorry, take 2 proctored tests. The other one is down at the end, and the dates are listed there as well. So make sure you come early. Don't walk in at, for example, this one is 11:30 to 2:30 on July 24th. Please don't walk in at 2 and start your proctoring. That's not going to work. The instructors will ask you to leave and come back. So make sure you're getting there, not necessarily at the exact beginning, but closer to the beginning. Novels. You need to get a copy of one of the following novels depending on which course you are taking. The book depository at Skyline will be open starting tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So for 9A, you need a copy of Romeo and Juliet. For 9B, you need a copy of Fahrenheit 451. For 10A, you need a copy of Julius Caesar. And for 10B, you need a copy of Mice and Men. You can get those from the book depository, you can get them from the library, you can buy ebooks. It doesn't really matter to me, you just need a copy. Please do not try to substitute reading the book by watching the movie. I don't care if you watch the movie, that's fine if it helps you to gain some understanding of the setting or the plot or the characters, it helps you to visualize. You can even listen to the ebooks, that's fine. But watching the movie does not replace reading the book itself. And that was an issue we had last year. One of your proctored sessions will be an assessment, a test or an essay, or a test and an essay on that novel. So it's really important that you read the novel, have a good understanding of the characters, the plot, the setting, the figurative language, that type of stuff. Plagiarism. Do not plagiarize. If the ideas are not yours, they need to be cited as being somebody else's using MLA citations. I recommend using citation makers like EasyBib or Citation Machine. So that is very important. You will lose credit for the entire course if you plagiarize, so please be aware of that. When you email me, this is super important. When you email me, please specify which course you are talking about. I'm teaching 9A, 9B, 10A, and 10B, and I have some students in more than one course, so it gets really confusing when somebody says, I'm having a problem with this assignment 1.5, but I might have 4 1.5, so please specify which course you are talking about. I will get back to you probably within 24 to 48 hours. Please be aware, I'm only taking 1 vacation this summer, and I have to go to New York this Thursday till next Monday. Till next Monday. So I will be checking my email at that time, and I will try to get back with you pretty quickly, but please be a little understanding of that. I apologize. I would have chosen any other time to go, I assure you, because it's very stressful. But I have to leave on Thursday. Other things you need to know about. I have deleted the collaboration assignments where you have to be paired up with another student, but you do need to participate in the 2 discussions that are on your course. So please make sure you're providing meaningful, thoughtful discussion. There are rubrics for that, and that's how I'll be grading you. And that pretty much brings everything to a close. Oh, when you come to proctoring sessions, please bring your phone if you have one and an ID. You do need to bring your school ID or your driver's license. And that's to prove that you are who you say you are and you are the person taking the course, not your friend who really read the novel really well. So I'm looking forward to a really good summer with you guys. If you have any questions, email me. Make sure you're reading the course content before you, I don't mind if you email me, but make sure you're reading things first, because a lot of times I might just redirect you back to the content. And then finally, if there's anything about honors, like only do this if you are an honors student. I have divided the courses up into halves, so you are expected to do that content, not It's not more difficult. It was just intended to be extra work originally, but I've reoriented things so it's not extra. So please be aware that you are expected to do that. If you see an assignment, you need to do it. If there's a submission for it, you need to submit an assignment. So just be aware of that. And I look forward to meeting you guys in person at the first proctoring session, hopefully. Thank you. Bye.